Welcome to Music at the Piano. Today we are looking at Opus 1, number 10 of Alexander Reinagle's short and easy pieces. This one is a Minuetto in 3/4 time. If all you wanted to do was hear the piece being played, feel free to leave, but please consider hitting the like button on your way out, as that does help the channel. And what I want to talk about today in terms of people either teaching themselves this piece or looking for ideas for teaching others this piece, first I'd like to talk about the intervals. I'm sort of making an educated guess that this fits around the same level of pieces in the RCM syllabus, around levels 3 or 4, because of the way the rhythms are put together here and the movements of each hand. You have to move from one position to another. So by this point, your students or yourself should be very comfortable with seconds and thirds. So what I want to bring to your attention, and that you might want to bring to your own attention or your students' attention, is some of the larger intervals. So we could look for where are all the fourths. Here is the interval of a fourth, a space, skip a line, skip space, line. And then here is another interval of a fourth, line, skip a space, skip a line, space. And then you have a whole octave here. Here's another fourth. It's the same fourth as that, just different fingering. And that's it for the right hand. The left hand has got the interval. I'm going to do different intervals that aren't fourths in green. Oops, I think I just lost the lead. So this right here is a sixth. Space, skip a line, skip a space, skip a line. Oh my goodness. Yes, that's a sixth. A sixth inverted is a third. C to E is a third. C down to E is a sixth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Space, skip a line, skip a space, skip a line, skip a space, line. And then this interval right here is a fifth. Again, green is for anything that's not a fourth. Here's a fourth. C down a fourth is G. But then G to C, the C below it is a fifth. Here's another fifth, and here's a sixth. So this is actually this pattern backwards. Sixths, fifths, fifths, sixth. Here's another fifth, and then here's your fourth. Oops, that's the wrong color. Just kidding. Fourths are blue. And then the fifth is green. So I would recommend learning to play the right hand first. I chose to put changing fingers here, so you would end up on 5, but then in order to get to 2 there without making a big drastic change to your hand position, you could go 5 to 4 to 3, and then you're ending on 2. Then all the fingers fit under the hand. Here's a big stretch. That's a fourth, and you're not skipping any fingers. And then here I'd go 5, 3, 2, 1, 2. And you would lift your hand a little bit to after the repeat sign. So here, to be clear, 5, 4, 3, 2, that's 4 again. Here you're going to have a switching up of your fingering, and the rest of it falls under the hand. The left hand does a little more jumping. You're going to start 5, but stretch up to 1 there. And then you could either do 4 or bring your 5th finger up. And then this is going to be 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stretched down to 5. See, well, the reason I like the 5 here more than the 4 is because that's what they do here. And then you're going 4, 3, 1, 2, 5. Now, if you're interested in doing the solfege, which is pretty complicated actually, it's a whole exercise in and of itself. I'll do it slowly. We're in C major, so C is do. Do, do, re, mi, fa, sol, sol, sol. La, re, do, ti, la, ti, so. And now I have to go down an octave because I can't sing that high without warming up. Do, 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 re, 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 mi, fa, re, do, ti, do. And I won't take the repeat for now. Mi, do, re, mi, fa, sol, sol, sol. Do, re, do, ti, la, ti, so. La, la, ti, do, do, do. Re, mi, fa, re, do, ti, do. And of course, it's good to notice any patterns or things that you seem interesting. I think the interesting backwards nature of this is he's very creative in this piece. There's not a lot of absolute dead repetition. This rhythm pattern features a lot. 1, 2, and 3 and 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 this one features a couple times. This is this backwards. 1 and 2 and 3 is the backwards rhythm of that, and it shows up on it shows up with exactly the same notes in a similar place. This is the first 4 measures of the A section, and the first 4 measures of the B section is different, but it ends up with the same notes. Interesting. Different notes here, but this pattern backwards there. So he's being very, very interesting and very creative. Then I'll have to take this up an octave. Do, mi, fa, sol, mi, do, mi, do, mi, do, mi, do, fa, do, fa, do, fa, do, so, do. This would be a good one for everybody to learn, and maybe the teacher to sing the left hand while the student sings the right hand after you practice for a while. Do, ti, la, so, fa, fa, so, fa, do, mi, do, mi, do, mi, do, fa, so, do. This is not easy. It would be a bit of a challenge. So those are, and then as far as putting your hands together, first I'd make sure that I was very comfortable with each hand alone. And then I would put hands together, only the notes that show up at the same time. So that, now I have to use both hands. The downbeat of the next measure, the downbeat of the next measure, the next measure, and then just play the beats. Second half. And what that does for you, of course, you'll have to do it more slowly than that to start with, but if you practice that a few times, your brain will fill in what the other notes are without you playing them, and then when you go to play them, it will happen more quickly for you than it would if you hadn't done that first step. So all these little bitty steps that I give people in for practicing don't actually take more time. What they do is they prep your brain so that when you do go to play all the notes hands together, it doesn't take you as many repetitions to get it because you've prepared your brain by doing these baby steps. So I'm going to move the camera now to an overhead and try to get a shot of the keyboard so I can film it, playing it with you watching my hands.